It is time once again, ladies and gentlemen, to learn ABCs. This time, they're going to go on an adventure with Therions. As is tradition, we will be starting off as the main deck ABC stuff. 3 A's, 3 B's, 3 C's, unit driver, 3 hanger, 1 terraforming, and 3 unauthorized reactivation. I've been seeing the community play 2-3-1 ratios for the main ABC pieces. I don't agree with that, especially if I don't draw into the adventure engine and my unit hanger gets ashed. And the community seems pretty divided on how many unit drivers to run. I think 1 is perfectly fine. I think that is a little bit more correct, because you don't want to draw into it and you don't want to draw into multiples. If you draw both of them, you're just really sad. It's not necessarily wrong to run 2. It just comes down to personal preference. I think 1 is just perfectly fine. It's a little bit more correct in my personal opinion. And the adventure package is just pretty standard. 3 right, 3 enchantress, griffin, Dracoback, and Fateful. It puts out a quick Omni-Negate in less than 5 summons, and also you can use the Dracoback to discard for ABC fodder, if you so desire, because it can just equip itself from the graveyard. Doesn't matter whose turn it is. And a fun interaction with Fateful Adventure, Unit Hanger. Unit Hanger, you normal summon your piece, chain 1 Hanger, chain 2 Fateful. Now your Unit Hanger can't get ogred. And for the last engine, it's incredibly small. Just 2 Regulus, 1 Coliseum, and set rotation. Now, the deck is 40 cards right now. It wouldn't be incorrect to increase it to 41 just to play another Regulus. That's perfectly fine. And Regulus is just another negate that you can get out. On top of that, you can also do some combos with Regulus, because it equips a piece from the graveyard, and it doesn't have any restrictions on what's equipped to it. So, you can summon that piece, and then combo a little bit further. So it acts as both an Omni-Negate and a potential combo extender, which is really neat. And this Coliseum, you can search it out with terraforming, or you can set it to your opponent's side of the field with set rotation and add it back off of Dracoback. And if you're a longtime viewer, you will probably remember set rotation being alongside Pseudospace in my previous deck profile. I initially took it out purely because I was running DPE in this deck, and now that Verte is banned, it can now run set rotation alongside Coliseum. And we don't need Pseudospace. That is not necessary for the deck anymore. And the last 10 cards of the deck, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Imperm, 3 Prosperity, and Call by the Grave. It's just super generic blind stuff with Ash Blossom and Imperm. And Prosperity allows you to dig deeper into the deck, and then Call by the Grave is just anti-hand trap stuff. Pretty much. Unless if you really need to negate something in the graveyard, which that works too. On to the extra deck, we have 3 ABCs, Clarenrushka, IP Masquerena, Platinum Gadget, Barricade Board Blocker, Lina, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, Axis Code Talker, Sword Dragon, Appaloosa, Avramax, and Underworld Goddess. When it comes to the extra deck, one thing I am consistently asked is if Clarenrushka is necessary. Yes. 100% yes. It's a card that lets you get into your plays when you don't draw a unit hanger. It allows for link climbing during the main phase 2 if you need it, to out other things on the board with Nightmares package, and it outs there could be only 1. And don't banish it off of Prosperity either. That will come to bite you 100% of the time. I learned this the hard way every couple weeks or so. Don't banish Clarenrushka. They're kind of important to the deck. Don't do that. And I've owned multiple Barricade Board blockers for a while, but I've never had any reason to really run them until now. Because what you can do is you can activate Coliseum after you're doing Yin Hanger stuff, and then go into Blocker and use Blocker's effect to add back Yin Hanger during the end phase to have another Searcher during the next turn. And I've had Avermax ever since I put the Adventure package in the deck and took out the Cyber Dragon package. But I've never gone into it. I think it was in my deck list for the regional back in April, but I've never gone into it. It's just mostly there at the moment to be prosperity fodder, or if I really need Avermax for whatever reason, I have it. It's a good card. I just never gone into it. And IP can be used in 3 different ways. Either A, you can go into Nightmare Unicorn during your opponent's turn, or you go into Underworld Goddess during your opponent's turn after you tribute ABC Dragon Buster, or doing the exact same thing, tribute ABC Dragon Buster and go into Appaloosa for 4 materials. And Lina is just another way to get into Access Code Talker aside from the Nightmare package. And Bullsword Dragon, I've gone into it a couple times. It's a good OTK tool if the Access Code route isn't available under 5 summons. So it's just a great way to just get around Nibiru. In the side deck, it's kind of generic. Just 3 Droplet, 3 Lancia, 3 Evenly Matched, 3 Ghost Ogre, and 3 Ghost Bell. Yeah, just a fun interaction you can do with Evenly Matched. Activate evenly, and then your opponent tries to negate it. And then you use Droplet to send Evenly Match and like maybe a monster card, so that your opponent can't activate another negate for it. So they can't activate monsters or traps in response to Forbidden Droplet. So, and I don't know too many spell cards that can negate Droplet. Just saying. I'm sure there's some, but I don't know of any. Off the top of my head. That's spell speed 2. But here's the combo line. Let's say we open Rite of Aramesir, Set Rotation, and a Assault Core. The other 2 cards don't really matter. So we're going to activate Rite of Aramesir and summon a token and plays Fateful Adventure. We'll now use Fateful Adventure to add in Griffin and discard A. And then we're just going to immediately summon the Griffin Rider. Now we're going to activate Set Rotation and set Union Hanger and the Coliseum to our opponent's side of the field. Activate Union Hanger to search out B. Normal summon B. Chain 1 Hanger. Chain 2 Fateful. Add the Draco back and equip Union Driver. Union Driver effect. Banish. Re-equip with C. Special summon C. Link these 2 off for IP Masquerena. Effective B to search out an A Assault Core. Why not? Now, what we're going to do is activate the Draco back and use the effect to add the Coliseum that we set to our opponent's side of the board. Now we're going to activate the Coliseum, add Regulus, Regulus effect, target B, summon and equip. And by the way, whatever piece is equipped to Regulus will still protect Regulus from spell, trap, or monsters. So now from here, we will banish the ABC pieces. And summon ABC Dragon Buster. Like I said, the other 2 cards don't really matter. As long as it's not Union Driver or Disco Coliseum. So the other 2 cards could potentially be Ash for Imperm, another ABC piece as fodder, a Water Enchantress that can also be used as fodder. It doesn't matter. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below, along with any suggestions you have for any future videos. And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on whatever social media you may find me on. I have links to those down below. Do it, and you're cool. My name is Brent. I am Maxed Out Weird, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.